I've had quite a few requests to do a subtlety tutorial, so I thought I'd throw one together real quick. Subtlety is probably one of the most complex rotations to do. You know, I've got 885s and it's definitely the most engaging, but it's also the least forgiving. So, yeah, usually you just do instant main hand, deadly offhand. Try to start the fight, have your healers throw heals, so you can get, with the tricks with the Arm of Thieves, you can get combo points before you even start, which helps just get your slice and dice up immediately. And the thing Subtlety kind of revolves around is keeping all your dots and debuffs up, well, your own buffs. And this talent, Find Weakness, makes your ambush guard and cheap shot reveal flaw, causing, you know, to bypass 70% of all the enemy's armor. And you obviously want to use ambush with this, because you know, Garrett and cheap shot. Well, Garrett doesn't do much damage. Cheap shot doesn't do any. So that's kind of the whole point, is to try to keep that up as much as possible and keep your dots going. So you see I start with 5 combo points. You also always want to start in stealth, so you get that freebie ambush to get that Find Weakness buff going. And you also want to Shadowstep as much when you ambush, because after you Shadowstep, that ambush is going to do 30% more damage, I think. So usually when I start, like, you know, well, let me count that down. Usually, I mean, if it's like, you know, if you're doing heroic loads or something, you're progressing, you probably want to pre-pot, so, you know, ask your tank to give you like a 5-second countdown, because you're going to have to pot, then stealth, and then as he's counting down, I'll slice and dice, tricks of the trade, Shadowstep, ambush, slice and dice, well, sorry, slice and dice first, derp, and then you get your Rupture going. If there's nobody keeping a bleed debuff up, you need to keep your you need a Hemo to get your debuff up. Get your Recuperate going, so that's it. You keep your Hemo up, keep your Recuperate up, slice and dice, Rupture. Now usually when you're doing the rotation, because of this, you always want to Rupture and the Eviscerate at 5 points only, and your Eviscerate will refresh your Rupture ticks. And then the next thing is, like, if you notice, here. You know, see this bar come up here, this is Find Weakness that you get from, you know, using ambush. See how that's my Find Weakness timer? So you want to make sure you're doing as much damage as that as possible, and then as you're going, once that goes down, with no points and a good chunk of energy, you want to Shadow Dance. And then continue rotation, just ambush spam, as long as that's active. As long as your Shadow Dance is going ambush spam. Then you want to keep track of this, so once this bar goes away, again, this is my Find Weakness bar, you're going to want to vanish, ambush again to get that Find Weakness going. And then you're going to want to use Preparation to reset your vanish. Goes away, vanish again, ambush. Get that thing going the whole time. And then that's pretty much it. And then, you know, you obviously keep your tricks going. I mean, obviously I'm kind of talking, so I'm not paying attention to my buffs. And then, you know, keep your tricks going on whoever you're tricksing. Your 5 points of Eviscerate will refresh that. And that's the gist of it. So, well, I don't really have any cooldowns right now, but just, wow, really? And the other thing is, you want to stop using Backstab when you have 4 combo points. And you want to pool your energy, because your raid members will be giving you combo points, so you want to pool your energy at 4 to get the 5th, so you want your raid members or yourself to give you that 5th point to then use whatever. Don't let your energy cap, though. If your energy is going to cap, go ahead and Backstab to get that 5 points in, and that's the gist of it. I mean, that's not that bad, really. So, yeah. And just kind of, I mean, you get a lot more points as you know, in a raid group. Another good thing is I actually have Preparation Macro'd with ambush, just so, you know, it's always going. And try not to clip your buffs. Oops. Use Eviscerate to refresh Rupture. And yeah, just keep the rotation going, and the thing is just manage those cooldowns. to make sure, you know, you're going to be able to attack the target for all 10 seconds of Find Weakness. So yeah, alright then. Hope that helps some of you out there. Sub is really fun and it's really rewarding because it's not just, you know, spam Sinister Strike, Revealing Strike, Eviscerate, or spam Mutilate, Venom. You know, it's challenging to keep going, but that's why I like it. And I just love the mobility. I love Shadowstep so much in a raid scenario. So yep, there you go.